Hey everybody, this is Carrie with Mountain Mermaid Wellness, and I am going to share with you my January vibes, nourishment tips for body and soul, in a new vlogging format instead of writing them each month. And what I like to do with this is just to really get a sense of the season we're in, planetarily, the star wisdom and alignments of what's going on, and what can we be doing to really nourish ourselves, body and soul. So this month we have just entered a new year. Happy New Year to everybody. And this first week into the new month is really strong and potent because we have a new moon this Saturday and followed by a partial solar eclipse on Sunday, kind of depending on where you're at in the world. And new moons are always a time of connecting to our intentions, what we want to create, kind of new beginnings. It's usually we're looking at it for the next 30-day cycle. But when it's in like relationship with a really strong energy, which is the partial solar eclipse, it's like a new moon on steroids. And we're really looking at what's going to be kind of in motion the next 6 months. And it's a potent time for endings and new beginnings. And it's in the sign of Capricorn, this solar eclipse. And it is a sign that is really about setting our goals and intentions and feeding them and creating the structures and the supports around them so that they can actually take form in our practical daily life. And so it's a hardworking energy. It's disciplined. It's really to help support us in mastering ourselves, our skills, our just what we need to really put our talents, our heart, our gifts into a just out into the world. So with that energy, like I said, it will really set the stage for the next 6 months, but it's also really setting us up for really being successful in terms of just what we're here to do, what we're here to be about, what our gifts and skills are. So with all that, and with the energy of the new beginnings and the endings and the letting go, it's really important that we're staying grounded and not getting too pulled into the changes that are happening. So I really invite you to just be in the practice of observing what's going on around you and just not letting yourself get pulled in. So, a really good practice of grounding ourselves is simply putting our feet on the ground and sending our energy down into the legs and out to the feet and into the earth. We practice mountain pose in yoga. For those of you who practice yoga, just simply standing still is actually really hard for us. And if you practice Qigong or any other practice where you're doing standing meditations, it's work. And a lot of our nervous systems aren't used to just being still. But with that practice, your nervous system does start to shift. So whether it's standing, like I like to get up in the morning, stand in mountain pose right when I get out of bed, and I ground my energy into the earth, I offer my prayers up for the day. That could be one practice for you. Another one I'm really liking right now, especially as I'm healing a foot ankle injury, is legs up the wall pose. So just finding a wall, put your legs up, rest against it, put a pillow for your head. 5-10 minutes is such a way to really ground your energy, especially the root chakra energy system of the body, your energy center. So anything you can do, just really stay grounded, to pause before you respond, to just breathe. Secondly, this month, staying healthy is of utmost importance in terms of really keeping our immune system strong during a season where there's lots of bugs and viruses and things going on. So, one of my favorite herbs to use at the onset of feeling like my immune system's run down, I'm starting to feel like I'm getting a cold or whatever, a virus, is this andrographis. Let's see if I can get it out of sunlight. Andrographis, this specifically is from Standard Process, and it's a complex, meaning it has echinacea, holy basil, more to it, but you can just get andrographis. Now is another brand that I've used, and I just take 5 of these right away, and then I take 1 an hour until I feel better. And this stuff is like a lifesaver, so I highly recommend. I think you can get this online. I got it from my chiropractor. So anyone that sells that, but that's a really nice herb to have on hand. Secondly, I really think licorice root is such a powerful herb for our immune system, balancing hormones. And I like to drink it in a tea mixed with other adaptogens. So I drink a tea that has a blend of licorice root, ashwagandha, red clover for nurturing the blood. Ashwagandha is an adaptogen. And then I'm also like to add the oat straw, eleuthero, and nettles. And so I highlight the licorice root for this month, but I'm actually going to be making a blend of these teas and starting to sell them and offer them because they're just really potent. They really helped me during a time I was dealing with Epstein-Barr virus. So I just want to offer that minimally licorice root if you can get a tea for that, and then stay tuned for my tea blend that I'll get out there. And then thirdly, we're in the season of winter, and we're really meant to be resting more and conserving our energy. And I understand with the new year, it's like there's fresh inspiration and energy, and you can kind of get a buzz off of it, and you might even have like all these ideas that are already starting to reveal themselves to you. And I really feel that January is such a month to let things just percolate and simmer and let your intentions begin to unfold. And maybe you have to revisit them a few times, and maybe you're just in a place where you have no idea where to go with this year. 2018 was like, what in the world? And maybe you're still kind of just like coming off of that year and feeling things out. What I'm saying is give yourself the space and time to just be, rest, do something creative, something you don't normally spend time doing. Just let your inner child just do what he or she wants to do this month in terms of playing and resting, taking naps, and just not really having like a full heavy agenda, because winter has the purpose of refueling our roots. All the trees are digging down deep in the winter so that when they come up in spring and summer, when maybe there hasn't been enough rain and they've got to hold on to their roots and their moisture to have the nutrients to sustain during the harder times. So really let this month serve you. Get body work done. Biofield tuning, Reiki, something that I offer. Massage, just anything that's really going to replenish you. Restorative yoga in general. I just really don't feel this month is as much about like pushing ahead, even though we always have this energy of it's New Year resolution time and all that. I think that this month really serves us best to just like let things arise and to really rest. So I offer those nourishment tips to you. I hope that you have a really grounded, healthy January and just really nourish yourself during this time. And I hope to connect with all of you soon. And if you like this video, you can comment, like it, check out my website with more of my offerings. I love doing this for you, and talk to you soon. Bye.